In a High Court ruling handed down roughly 2 weeks ago, Justice Kissoon ordered Guyana's Environmental Protection Agency to issue an enforcement notice directing ExxonMobil's local subsidiary to provide unlimited liability parent guarantee for its operations in the Stabroek Block within 30 days. And as the timeline draws near, the company hopes the appeal court will grant its request for a stay of the order until the hearing and determination of the appeal. Routledge clarified on Friday that the appeal was not an objection to providing an unlimited liability parent guarantee for its operations, but rather a pure rejection on the grounds that the ruling is in conflict with clauses of the Liza permit itself.
Well, two things have to happen. As you say, the stay would have to be not granted. The order would have to proceed as it currently is, and we would have been unable to secure 3 uncapped financial assurances from each of the 3, all 3 of the co-venturers, parent or affiliate companies. So both of those things have to happen for us to end up in that scenario. In that scenario, I mean, the Liza Phase 1 development is producing over 155,000 barrels a day. Oil price is over $78 today, so it's
something in the $350 million US a month
of lost revenue.
According to Routledge, the eventualities of a possible suspension of operations will only affect Liza Phase 1, even as he once again registered the company's disappointment in the ruling. And their repeated assurance at the press conference was that the U.S. oil giant will not change its commitment to doing the right thing. He reminded that in the environmental permit, the oil major has an absolute obligation to prevent spills from occurring, and if it does happen, to bear the costs. And to support its prevention efforts, he highlighted the careful use of technology, design of wells, procedures, training, and an overall culture of safety.
As I said to you, and I can read from the permit itself, the forms of financial assurance shall be guided by an estimate of the sum of reasonably credible costs, expenses, and liabilities. So an estimate should be used. And that we have the obligation that the affiliates have sufficient financial strength for the amount of the potential liability. So it's very clear there should be a value estimated that is credible, so that for the country, I think is most important that everybody feels that there are sufficient assurances in place.
Asked directly while the company is objecting to an added safeguard, he pointed to the series of response measures already in place. One of the most significant, he said, is the procurement of capping stacks, a piece of equipment that is placed over the blown-out well as a cap. One of the caps will be in country by 2024, but should a spill occur before then, although highly improbable, Routledge said the capping stack can be in place within 5 days. But beyond that, well over $20 billion in financial resources are currently available to respond to a possible spill, and it includes up to US $19 billion in financial assets from ExxonMobil's local affiliate, Esso Exploration and EHS. Another US $600 million in insurance is required by the permit, and another $2 billion in parent guarantees. For the newsroom, Kurt Campbell.